good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers offense comes onto the field first today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking to fire. Right on the money. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
Off the RPO, complete.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
2nd down coming up. They'll try the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5.
Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. The Boilermakers are rolling down the field. It's a draw. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. He didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Grabbed in the middle. It's high. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Takes the easy one to the back. Spins away from the defender. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. The give to the right. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running back searching for a hole. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that 1st drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the 2nd drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they're going to throw it. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. And just when they thought they had a chance to pull even, the flag wipes it out, and they'll have to go back to work. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Brings it down on the right side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Wide receiver comes in motion, making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the tailback. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Gives it on the option. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll go to the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it off! Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Catch in the middle. It's Hines. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Snags it over the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays up the middle.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. It'll be a draw. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. And the Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
I know as a quarterback, he's your best receiver. He's one of the best in the country, but it's going to be hard to get completions thrown his way on 3rd down into double coverage. On that one, you got to let your eyes take you somewhere else because someone else was probably open.
He's got it, 1st down and more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Well, if you're going to get 1st downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And the quarterback knew that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
Makes the catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room and none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Working that left side now. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Unloads quickly. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Pulls and fires complete. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. makes a move. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Boilermakers line up to punt it away. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up, and there he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Well, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And when you're on defense...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to...
Into the house. Touchdown, Washington. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Steamrolls his way ahead. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Got the 1st down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to pop the draw, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend, and you saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Escapes trouble. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Snagged out of the air. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick release by the QB. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Red pass is complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Huskies! They move on top here in the 4th.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Smashes through the tackle. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the single back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Under fire. With the catch, it's Armour. He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Past the 45. Breaks into the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. UNLV looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 17 to Utah State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with...
And it's a fumble on the play. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The Boilermakers are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Boilermakers are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Escapes the sack. Intercepted. That total goes to 16. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. First and 10, they're down to the 25. The give to the back. Turning it on! Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately,